let's talk about denial. Well, this might get me some haters, that's for sure. But let's talk about denial, shall we? Denial. What the heck am I going to talk about tonight? My name is Debbie Carberry. I'm a relationship coach. I'm a university-trained therapist and a relationship expert and coach. Tonight, we're going to dive into denial. Yes, we are. And I want to make a phrase at the beginning of this that says, it's not them, it's you. That's not going to sit well with a lot of people, I'm sure. But hey, I'm here to ruffle some feathers tonight. Why? Because I'm a bit over it, if I'm honest. And I want to kind of talk about some myths. I want to talk empowerment. I want to talk about women who buy into some stories that are absolute BS. And I want to tell you that what you're being fed is garbage, and unless and until you are willing to step up and take that lovely veil of denial away and deal with the crap that's going on, you're gonna stay stuck. So, shall we get into it, my loves? If you are here joining me live, pop your name. You don't have to. You can pop your country. You can say hi. You can say I'm live. You can say whatever you want. But please say hello so I know, number one, that I'm live. Number two, that you can hear me and see me. And number three, that you're ready. Strap in, because we're going to talk about denial. What has brought about me wanting to talk about this today? A couple of things. Number one, I'm a bit fed up, if I'm honest, being on my page, my Facebook page, and talking about a workshop I've got coming up, and some of the comments that I'm getting in some of the posts. I'm like, why are people doing this? This completely confuses me. So I want to talk about that a little bit. Maybe you can help me understand. But the bottom line is this. Hey, Deanne. Hello, my darling. Hello, Alicia. I'm going to answer questions too. But I want to ask you this, right? If you are happy being single, why are you stopping the scroll on your feed and typing, I'm happy to be single, in a post that says, let me help you get into a relationship? Curious me. Number two, if you're really happy, if you're really upset and you're never dating again, I'm never dating again, I'm never ever dating again, why are you stopping on a post that says, let me help you get back out there and find a loving relationship, to say, I'm never dating again? If you are not interested in ever being in a relationship again, why are you stopping on a post and saying, I don't think there are good people out there anymore? So you school me. Why is it that when somebody says, I'm done, they continue? Why is it that if you really truly want to just be single forever, why are you even commenting? What's the point? Let's talk about denial, shall we? So basically, I want to talk about a few things. Number one is this story we have in our culture, which is, it's not me, it's you. Sorry, it's not you, it's me. You know how people do that? No, I don't want to be with you. It's not you, it's me. No, it's you. It's not them. It has nothing to do with them. And I want to talk about that. I want to talk about why we keep choosing the same people that we choose, why we stay in relationships that we don't actually get a lot out of, why we decide to accept less than what we are worth. Why do we do that? And I'm keen. So what I'd like you to do is hit the share button on your Facebook page and share this with the women in your life. What I would love to know from you is, why do you do it? If you do it, tell me why. Because I don't get it. It makes no sense to me. If you're done, be done. Just be done. Quietly walk away and be done. If you are not trusting ever again, then don't trust and don't go back out there again. If you believe there are no good people, then why bother? And my answer to that is denial, right? It's denial. Like, I have been doing this for a very, very long time. My name is Debbie Carberry. I'm 56 years old. I know, not bad for 56, right? New glasses, they're very red, and they kind of make me feel a bit self-conscious. But at the end of the day, for me personally, I look at this and I go, when somebody's telling me these things, when somebody's behavior is not congruent with their words, I go, you're in denial. Sorry, but you're in denial. At the end of the day, we choose the people. We choose the partners. So if we keep choosing the same partner over and over again, why? Is it that all people are bad? No. It's that we keep choosing really awful people. If we're in relationships where trust is smashed to bits every single time, that has nothing to do with our partners and everything to do with our selection criteria. Can you see where I'm going, ladies? Like, we're so busy going, there are no good people out there, dating is awful, people are not good. Well, I don't know about that. I think there are millions of amazing, beautiful, healthy, loving, connected, genuinely glorious human beings on this planet. But if you are going out, dating, fishing with a dodgy rod and some really nasty tackle, and you keep getting the same nasty people, it's because you're doing something wrong, not them. Okay, give me an amen or get stuffed in the comments if you agree. Thank you that my glasses look fabulous. I appreciate your comments. Please hit the share button. Let's have a robust discussion. And of course, I do fully understand that some of you won't agree with me, and I'm a really, quite centered, balanced kind of human. If you disagree with me, I don't care. But come back with a robust discussion about it. Don't come back with a because, come back with a why. Because I trained at university for a long time. I know about neuroscience and neurobiology. I understand the theoretical framework. I understand the way your brain selects people. So if you're going off the here's 10 texts to get your guy, he's had to win him back when he's dumped you. He's had to resurrect the dead relationship. I am not your person. No. I am not the person to assist you at all. But if you want to know, why do I keep selecting the same kind of people? Why do I have the same issues coming up over and over again? Why do I start to feel that there's something intrinsically wrong with me? Why do I feel that I'm never going to find love? I'm your woman, trust me. Let me see what's going on in the comments. Hit the share button and let's just see what some people have to say. And of course, if you have a question for me about denial, let's get into it. Let's get into it. So hello Alicia, hello Jen, hello Helen, hello Dee, hello Jax. If you have a question for me, this is my open Facebook page. You can just write your question in, and I will just use your first name, and you can delete your question after that or your comment after that, which will protect your privacy. Just to sort of, because it's an open page. Now, if you want to have a bit more private with Debbie, I highly recommend a little bit more private with Debbie, because we're talking about tricky subjects, right? I am running a Facebook set of workshops from the 16th of January, which is very little time at all, a few days away from now. It is a free, completely free workshop. Yes, I know people go, oh yeah, nothing's free. Hello, excuse me. Some things are absolutely free. And this is free. And if you'd like to come, you're welcome to come. And if you don't want to, that's cool too. But if you'd like to come to the workshops, you are welcome. Where we take it off Facebook, well, off of the open Facebook feed, into a bit more private setting where we can have a chat about it. Hello, Cheryl. Anne-Marie. Here, dating is disgusting. I totally disagree with you on that. All men I'm meeting on dating are all totally wrong. I'm genuine, but men I'm meeting are awful, ungenuine, time wasters, not even looking. Whoops, a daisy. Let me just see what this is. Whoops. I can't see, Facebook is blocking it. There we go. And genuine time wasters, not even looking for the relationship. So let me ask you a question, Anne-Marie. Where are you looking? What's your criteria? How are you vetting the men? How do you know they're absolutely not genuine? Why do you keep selecting ingenuine people? Why do you keep selecting time wasters? What is it about what you post and where you look that means you're getting the same people? Because I can promise you that you are part of that process. It is not that all men are time wasters. It is that you are going to a place and a time and in a way that attracts time wasters. Just saying. So if you want to robustly discuss that, I'm here for that today. Why do so many of us find company expecting so little? Good question. Probably because, Jen, we don't value ourselves, because we don't think we're worthy, because we accept crumbs, because we think we're not going to get anything better. And there's so much better out there. There is so much better. There are good, decent men and women who want really beautiful, healthy relationships, but many of you write them off. They're too nice. I friend zoned them. Oh, they're very predictable. They're very nice. I want to be their friends, but I don't want to have a relationship with them. Well, hello, ladies. They're probably a really good catch, but you've put them in the friend zone because they're too nice. What is that about? Seriously? You're too nice to be my lover? You're too nice to be my partner? You're too nice to be in a committed, healthy relationship with me? What the heck is that, girls? Come on. I keep finding marks. Do I make them like that? No, Helena, of course you don't make them like that. But sweetheart, there is a reason that you are absolutely getting into relationship with narcissists. And that is about neurobiology, it is about attachment, and this is what I teach women. When you understand your makeup, what happened before you even had an opportunity to understand how you connect, that stuff that goes on behind the scenes in your brain, that, oops, hang on a second, that shouldn't be happening. Yikes. Whoa, hang on, ladies. Something just turned itself on. Stop now. That was scary for a second or two. There was a loud singing noise behind me. Must be the phone or something. Anyway, so no, we don't make them like us, and we certainly don't make them like that. But what we do is our brain is scanning when we meet people for familiarity. Are you familiar to me? Our brain doesn't care if you're good familiar or bad familiar. Our brain just goes, you are familiar, therefore you are safe. This is why I run my workshops. I want women to be empowered. Instead of feeling like a helpless victim, instead of feeling like you have no power and control, I want to teach you how to understand your part in this. Nobody deserves abusive, nasty, hurtful, disrespectful, cruel relationships. Nobody deserves that, but some of us are hardwired for that, and unless and until we understand our part in that process, we will continue to attract people who cannot give us what we need, who in fact may actually make us feel worse and worse and worse about ourselves. Now, ladies, I'm happy to take your questions about denial. Pop them into the comments. You can remove them when I answer the question. I'll just use your first name. And of course, press the share button. Please share this with women that you love and care about so we can have a robust discussion about it. I am more than happy to set my credentialing on the line and answer any questions at all that anybody has that they want me to answer. Any of them. But I want you to be empowered. Stop sitting on the sidelines of your life. The women I work with are generally over 40. They're generally mums. They've probably been through a couple of relationships. The women I work with are disillusioned. They are miserable. They're lonely. They're unhappy. And they absolutely are fearful that they are never going to have a really beautiful relationship. I have news for you. I work with thousands of women globally every single year. And once they understand why, and once they get empowered as to their part, which is the only part they can actually change, once they understand that, they start having better relationships. They start attracting better quality dates. They start having more rich, deep and meaningful connection. They start being their best selves. They start being connected to people who see their value and their worth. This is not about changing other people. This is not about selecting some magical bloody, I don't even know the words, but some formula for getting the right person. The people on Facebook, Instagram, TikTok, and all the other places who tell you, here's the formula, this is how you're going to get the person, they're talking bullshit. Sorry, but it's true. They're not being honest with you. If it was a deal of 10 texts to write, or here's the way to get them back, or this is how you get the perfect person, I would be out of a job. And I'm telling you, at 56, I've been doing this for nearly 2 decades, and I'm still busy. So those things that you are buying into, those quick fixes, those things that you think are going to get you where you're going, they don't work. Unfortunately, you have to remove the veil of denial and start dealing with truth and start being present and doing your own personal work. And then, and only then, are you going to get the partner that you deserve. And I'm sorry it's not a quick fix. And I'm sorry it's not something you can do in 10 texts or 30 days or blah, 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 blah. But the bottom line is you have to decide if you're worth it. And here's where I go with this. I sit down and I go, you know what? If I've been miserable for 35 years, a year's worth trying to work it out. If I've been miserable for 45, 50 years, then 1 year is worth it to change it. That's where I go. Because if I don't change it, I'm looking forward to another 10, 20, 30, 40 years if I live that long on this planet. So just saying, girls, it's worth changing. Anyway, let's see what's in the comments. If anybody wants to make a comment, anybody wants to refute what I'm saying, anybody wants to question me robustly, but with respect, I'm happy to have a chat about it. Ladies, I love the women I work with. I love them. Any woman that works with me will tell you I love them deeply. I'm being firm today because I don't get it. I don't get when we strong, empowered, amazing women handed over what we want and what we need to somebody else. Go out there, stick a damn stake in the ground and claim what you want. And yes, it'll be hard. And yes, it'll take time. But my God, is it worth it? Yes. Yes, it's worth it. All right, back to the comments. Please go ahead and hit the share button. I'm up for some really heavy duty discussion today. Cheryl, I want to know the same. Forever getting blocked or ghosted and left wondering what I did wrong. You did nothing wrong, Cheryl. I hope you're going to come to my workshops. You have done nothing wrong, but you are selecting people who are going to continue to do that to you. Not because there's anything wrong with you, my darling. There's nothing wrong with you, but quite simply because the way you view relationships, the way you see relationships, is through a lens that is going to keep on picking the people that block you and ghost you. So, sweetheart, you've got to go out there and change that. Stop looking in the same way you've always looked. If they block you and they ghost you, that's on them. They're not worthy of you. Yeah, I know. It's a big wanky thing that people say to women. It shits me a bit, if I'm honest. Because then we're implying that women should automatically know better. Just love yourself well. Yeah, how do you do that? How do I love myself enough to expect more? Nobody tells you how the hell to do that, do they? I do. Yes, I do. And if you want to join me for my Learn to Love workshops, we start on Sunday, the 16th of January. We have a week of getting to know you, and then I'm going to teach you some of this stuff. I'm teaching you for free. And if you would like to get the details, pop your name down below. Tell me you want the link and I'll give it to you. It's completely free. And before anybody goes off about nothing's for free, yes, it is for free. And there are women on this live Facebook who will tell you they have done it for free. I don't charge anything. Will I talk about my membership at the end of it? Yes. But you don't have to do anything. You can just take the free stuff and walk away. You know what? We have been through 2 years of absolute trauma globally. And now it is time for women to put a stake in the ground and reclaim what they want. Anyway, feeling a bit ranty, just saying. Although you've taught me different. Good, thank you, Jen. I'm glad I taught you different, my darling. Anne-Marie, because I'm generally dating online, tried dating agency ads on newspapers, connecting to singles matches. I don't work due to being autistic spectrum. Don't drive, can't afford men, don't want women who don't drive or have a job. I put ads on papers, yet men reply, but only genuinely seeking anyone. I get 70 or 80-year-olds interested in 25-year-olds. So Anne-Marie, let me ask you a question, sweetheart. What have you got to offer? Because you just give me a list of things that you don't want. What do you offer somebody? Who are you? What sort of things do you enjoy? What hobbies have you got? And sweetheart, I understand being on the spectrum. I have a child on the spectrum. Here's the bottom line. Who are we when we go out there looking for dates? Am I interesting? Am I fun? What do I do? What do I enjoy? What lights me up? What makes somebody want to spend time with me? And we have to work that out, because you know what? Other people who are looking also want somebody who's fun and engaging, who wants the things we want. And the more we understand what we want, the more we know what's important to us, the more we love ourselves, the more we show up for ourselves and we don't accept anything less than our worth, then the more likelihood we're going to find a good quality person. I can hear you whispering, oh, good for you to say, Debbie, you have no clue. Yes, I do. I was a single mom with 4 kids, 3 failed relationships, and it was a mess, ladies. And yeah, I had to learn to love myself. I had to learn to value myself. I had to learn to calm myself down when things went wrong. And that's why I teach that to women, because lots of us didn't learn how to do it. And if you don't know how to do it, that's not on you. That's not your fault. But today you have a choice. Today you can learn how. Yes, you might be 30, 40, 50, 60, even 70 years old. Yes, I have had women in their 70s do my workshops. And you know what? You have no excuse today. It's a free workshop with an expert who's university trained, who uses neurobiology and science to assist you to understand where your blind spots are and why you keep getting stuck. You have no excuse. So if you want to learn, I'll help you. But today we're talking about denial. All right, moving along the bus. Let me see what the next thoughts are here in the comments. 49, single, 5 years, no children. I don't know what I'm doing wrong. You're not doing anything wrong, sweetheart. Come to the workshops. You'll have a blast and you'll learn a lot. Now, let me say this right. Silja, I hope that's right. I think we attract what we give out as vibes. If we're not content and we don't know our value or what we actually want, then we keep ending up with the same scenarios, just with different people. It all starts from within. Absolutely agree with you. But here's a question back to you, my darling. Right? Here's a question back to you. How do we not give out those vibes? Who teaches us how to not give out those vibes? Nobody teaches. The vibe we give out is the vibe we learned when we were tiny. Today we don't even know what that vibe is that we give out. That's what I teach women. What is the vibe you give out? How do you show up? How do people perceive you? How do you select people? So you're right, it does come from within. But at the end of the day, if I do not know what vibe I'm giving out, if I do not know how I show up, if I do not consciously know what I'm doing, how the freaking heck am I going to change that? So I agree with you, it starts from within. But who teaches you that? Give me in the comments right now, who taught you how to love yourself? Do you know how to love yourself? Do you have the first clue how to love yourself? Do you know what vibe you give out? Do you know what messages you send out to other people in a non-verbal way on your dating apps, when you meet people? Do you have the first clue about that? Just a yes or no in the comments. I'm curious. Do you know? Because in my experience as a trained therapist, as a relationship expert, you have not got the first idea. And neither do about 95% of the population. And that is why I do this with women. Because I want you to understand why you do what you do, what it looks like to empower you to be able to change the way you do your love, dating, and relationships. Not just with a partner, with yourself and with your children. It's important. Debbie, why do they invest then run? It's so hurtful. Debbie, if you want to know why, come to my bloody workshops. Come to the workshops, my friends, and you will find out. In short, they do it because that is the dance of connection that you have. You pursue and they distance. In the beginning, they want you, they want you, they want you until you are hooked in, hook, line, and sinker, and then they don't want you at all. And there's a reason for that. It's neuroscience. It is why we do our dance of connection, a dance that you have had since the beginning of your life. And unless and until you understand your part in the dance, you will always, always connect with the same kind of people. That's why it happens. Anybody wants the link? If any of my members are on here, if you can share the link as we go. But definitely, if you want the link, I am more than happy to share the link with you here. And I'm just saying to you, stop being a victim in this. And I don't mean that disrespectfully or rudely or harshly or meanly. We're talking about denial. You are the person who can get you out of this mess. I can help you. I am a relationship coach. I will help you be relationally fit. But the bottom line is you have to put a stake in the ground and decide that you are not going to keep doing this. But unless and until you decide that you are not doing this anymore and you're going to change something, you're going to keep getting what you've always got, which is really sad. Anne-Marie, how can I choose different guys? Come to the workshop, sweetheart. I will help you with that. You choose differently by understanding the messages, not the overt messages. You know, I want a guy who's 6'4", who's got a job, who likes horses, who is, you know, likes walking on the beach. That is not going to get you the person. You've got to understand who do I need? Most of you do not have the first damn clue who you need. Like, tell me, in a really articulate way, any of you, what do you need from a relationship? What do you truly want? In the comments. And don't forget to hit the share button. Let's spread the love around by having this gorgeous Facebook Live with as many women as possible. You love the link? I will pop it up for you. Where can I find someone nice? Anne Marie, if you want to find somebody nice, you have to start looking at how you go about finding somebody nice. And you've got to work out what nice is. What's nice to you? Is nice somebody who talks a lot, or somebody who's fairly quiet? Is nice somebody who shows up when they say they're going to? Is nice somebody who pulls out a chair for you? Is nice somebody who calls regularly and checks in with you? Is nice somebody who doesn't contact you very often? You have to work out what nice means. And in my workshops, I'm going to be teaching you your specific style of connection so that you can go out there and do better, a lot better. Yes, please, I'd like the link. All the ladies who want the link, I've posted it a couple of times. Just scroll through the feed and you should be able to see it. If you don't have it, I'll come back at the end of this live and give it to you. Leanne has learned so much from me. You are so welcome, my darling. Yeah, they ask for sex right away. That is a comment. And I'm going to tell you something, they do. And you know what? The answer is get stuffed. Because that sort of person is not a good person. Who does that? They have mums and sisters and aunts and female friends. They would never want somebody to treat a female in their lives like that, and yet many do. And I talk about that in the workshops. I talk about dating in 2022. I talk about all the ambiguous kind of relationships we've managed to tie ourselves in knots with. And I'm talking really clearly about a roadmap out of this mess for women. And yes, they do, darling, and it's not okay. It's not okay for somebody to request sex from you. And if they do, block them. And report them to the app if they send an inappropriate picture, because that is not acceptable. Megan, this is for real, ladies. The best thing I ever did was join Debbie and learn so much. Beautiful and caring ladies here made true, beautiful friends. Thank you so much, Megan. You're gorgeous, lovely. Gemma, my darling, signing up to Debbie's workshop was the best and most valuable decision I've made last year. You are so delicious. Thank you, my darlings. Sign up for the workshop, 24th to 28th. Yes, but we open the group on the 16th of January. And so we'll be letting you in when you go to the Facebook group. We will be letting you in on the 16th because I want to get to know you so I can give you information that is really helpful to you. It's a private Facebook group. There is a VIP option where you get a lot more private access to me at a really low cost, where you can get my dating guide and you get 2 Q&A sessions with me where you can ask me anything in a private Zoom room, and you get replays of everything if you go to the VIP event. Of course, for people who can't afford it or don't want that option, it is completely free. You can come to these workshops, no charge at all, and you will get a lot out of them. Shell, my mum taught me she didn't love herself. Yes, sweetheart, and that is the thing with our mums. Our mums didn't know either. Do you know what I mean? We can't give away what we don't have. So those of you with kids, be mindful. The stuff that I teach is about you helping you find love, connection, but also being an amazing role model for your children so that they can find love and connection and love themselves. So this is the gift that keeps on giving, and I would dearly love to see you in my workshops. I grew up with the words, "You love yourself," being an insult. Yep, absolutely. And oftentimes words are used to wound women. When women stand up and go, "I want more, I need more," you know, we're called needy. When we stand up and say, "No, I'm not putting up with that," then we're aggressive. Ladies, if you are over 40 years old, tell them all to go, and that's what I say. Because you know what? We earned the right to ask for more. And loving yourself is not selfish, it's beautiful. And standing up and saying, "You don't get to treat me like that, you don't get to talk to me like that, and you certainly don't get to send me pictures like that." And we collectively need to hold our arms together tightly in a sisterhood that says, "I expect more than I am getting." And unless until we do, we will not get more. Okay, look at me, ranty pants. Respect, yes. I can't even get a date. Cheryl, you will when you talk to me, girl. Don't you worry. With your help, Debbie, I've learned how to start really loving myself and teaching me how to love others around me. Thank you. You are so welcome. Mwah. Guys ring and say, I'm not meeting you unless you make it worth my while. I want sex. You know what you said, and get stuffed. And I'm glad you joined the workshop. And sweetheart, you do not deserve to be treated like that. That is not okay. That's not okay. If somebody says to you, I won't meet you unless you have sex with me, the answer is, stick it up your ass, mate. Sorry, I'm not supposed to be ranty pants and sweary. I'm sweary. I am. Just saying. I'll probably get banned soon from Facebook. Anyway, let's move along the bus and see what I've got. You're worth more than that, sweetheart. And yes, it's hard when you keep getting those messages over and over again. We tell ourselves the story that maybe there's something wrong with me. Maybe there's something about me that attracts these people. There's not. It's the way your brain is wired up for the people. And you can learn to undo it. Trust me. Jackie, my love. Debbie's amazing. Best decision I ever made going to her workshops. A year in and I'm learning and growing so much. Never will I accept breadcrumbs again. Thank you, Jackie, my darling. That's lovely. Helena, we need to go out, get some ladies together and just have a good drink and a chat. Well, we do that in my membership. So in my membership, I have a membership for women online, and we have social events, and we do have a good drink and a good chat. Well, not always a good drink. Sometimes we have tea or coffee or water, but we get to talk to each other and stop the isolation. We get to support each other and care about each other and really lift each other up. It's important. Could I have the link for the Facebook group, please? No, you can't. If you signed up for the workshops, you'll be sent the link. If you didn't get it yet, you'll receive emails probably every second day. They'll have the links to the group and everything in there, my love. So you'll get everything you need. And Cheryl, if by, say, tomorrow you haven't got anything, you just put a message on here and I'll make sure you get everything you need. Cynthia, my darling, I want someone to help me grow, someone who listens to my feelings and shares his, a kind, caring, intelligent, humorous man. I love that. And why shouldn't you have that? You should have that. Jax, my darling, best decision I've ever made joining last year, now in the membership learning heaps. Thank you. And you are gorgeous, my darling, you really are. Truthfully, just be loved the way I love. Yeah, and we have to select partners who are going to do that. If we select partners who do not have the capacity to walk beside us and do the growing as we do the growing, we're going to get people who don't want it and will say, you're too needy. Why are you always examining the relationship? Why can't you be satisfied? And the reason we get those people is because they're not the right people for us. And I want to work with you and show you how to get the right people. Tam, my darling, I need reciprocity for relationships, from the friends, the family, and the romantic relationships. I'm a giver by nature and have always attracted takers. So I'm learning, thanks to your help and teachings, Debbie, to look for love in return. And that's exactly right. You know, it's okay to want. It's okay to want. In fact, it's essential to want. Our wants and needs are so important. When we put another person's wants and needs above our own, except for children, then you know what? We're selling ourselves short. And what we're saying is you're more important than I am. In a relationship, we need to have this really gentle balance. And sometimes, yes, we're going to give more than we receive. And other times we're going to receive more than we give. What we're looking for in a partner is to find that balance of, I want to do as much of the work as you do. I want to share this experience with you. And that's important. Now let me tell you a little bit about the workshops that are coming up. So from the 16th of January, I am hosting my Learn to Love Again workshops. These workshops have been running for a couple of years, and in the last couple of years, 18,100 and something women have done these workshops. This year, they're free of charge, completely free of charge, no cost whatsoever. I know that 2020, 2021 has really had a significant impact on all of us. I also know that many relationships have crumbled under the pressure. I know a lot of single mums who are trying to do all of it, take care of their kids, homeschool, work, all of it. And it is crippling for so many people. The workshops are being offered free of charge. There is no cost at all. You get 2 workshops with me. We have a week of getting to know you in the Facebook group and have a bit of, just sisterhood, talking to each other, getting to know each other better. The following week we do a workshop which is around trying to manage emotions and also how to communicate well so that people understand us and listen. The second workshop is about why, the scientific reason why we do the way we do our relationships, why I pick you, why we have the problems we have, why I get into the same dating situations. First of all, understanding why, and then explaining to you about dating, loving, and meaningful relationships 2020, looking at the science behind that. I'm going to give you a gorgeous workbook, and I will also give you my quiz that's going to really help you understand specifically what your issues are. Not like generic, not 10 bloody texts, but specifically exactly what it is about you that is getting you unstuck. And I will talk to you about how to unstick yourself. Now, if you want to, you can also participate in the VIP event, which is a very small fee. The Dating Red Flags workbook is $5 Australian, which is about $2 for the rest of the world. $17 for 2 live Q&A sessions and a copy of a replay for 30 days of the workshops, the workbook, and the Q&A sessions. So if people want that, it's only 17 Australian, which is about 8 US and UK. So if you're interested in those things, come and join me for them. If you don't know who I am a trained, university-trained therapist, family therapist, relationship coach. I help women to understand and to get empowered to love themselves, to find loving, connected, beautiful relationships, and to be great role models for their kids so their kids can have that in the future. So if you're interested in all of that, let me know. Can you do the workshops on the phone, or do you need a computer? You can do them on your phone, my darling, as long as you have got a good plan. They are videoed, they're live in a Facebook group. Do not fret if you cannot come live, because you can access them on replay. I'm based in Australia. I do them at 7 a.m. Australia time, but you can come on at any time of the day or night and you can watch them live, on replay in the group until the workshop ends. Let me see what's going on. You love my glasses. Thank you, darling. They're red. I know, they're very red. My new glasses. Some of my ladies know these are my new glasses. Tracy, I find men that bulldoze my boundaries are usually preoccupied with someone else or something else. Yep, and you know what? Boundaries is a really big issue. It's a really big issue. And it's not just boundaries we set with other people, but it's those internal boundaries. I won't let you treat me like that. I don't want to be love bombed. Love bombing is not good. Twin flames are not good. Soulmates are not good. That is not healthy relationship. That is the bullshit of Mills and Boon, of Disney, and of all of the crappy novels you've ever read. It's the stories, the rom-coms. It's the music of brokenheartedness. That is not healthy relationship. That is crazy making relationship. It's not going to make you feel happy. Trust me. Nothing good is coming from that. So those internal boundaries, again, moving back to denial, when you see evidence that says you're a player and you go, oh no, but they're really nice, or you see that they're on 7 different apps and they've told you they're not, denial, because they're on those apps and you've seen it. When they tell you to trust them and then they do something that is untrustworthy and you go, oh well, I'll trust them anyway, I'll give them one more chance, that's on you. Your boundaries. What are the boundaries you put in place that you stick to for you, where you go, hey, nope, you can't treat me like that. And women go, oh, but I end up alone. I'd rather be alone than be with somebody who treated me badly. And here's the deal. When you treat yourself well and you expect more, you attract people who want to treat you well, who will give you what you need, and you won't end up alone. It's just the way it is. Now, my darlings, if you want to come to the free Learn to Love workshop starting from the 16th of January, the link is in the comments. You are more than welcome to hit me up and ask me if you're on the replay of this, and you can tell you're on the replay because there's a little red button that says live right now that says you're live, and when I'm on the replay you won't see the red button. So you can ask me to give you the details in the comments if you would like them. I'm going to wrap up in a minute, so if anybody has any questions or comments for me, go right ahead and pop them in now. Let me see what's going on in the comments, because I've lost track now, haven't I? Hang on a second. Yeah, Tracy, if when you show up they run, that is a dance of connection that I was talking about, and I'm going to teach about the dance of connection. And once you understand the dance of connection, trust me, everything changes, because you finally understand why these things keep coming up. Marika, my love, think this is what I need right now. Just come out of a bad relationship. You've hit the nail on the head. Well, I'm hoping so, and sweetheart, I'd love to have you join me. And you ladies, can you please share this on your feeds? Like, here's the thing. We all are struggling right now. There are so many of us who absolutely, women I'm talking about, in the last 2 years, who have been absolutely pounded. Press the share button on this video and share it on your Facebook page, your Instagram feed, your TikTok, your wherever. I don't know what all the things are. I'm saying share them. Share them to people you love and care about. You know, 1/3 of women globally are single mums. 1/3. That's a lot of single mums who really need support right now. And my hope is that we get to thousands and thousands and thousands of women globally coming to do this workshop. I run them a couple of times a year. This is the first time in 2022. We already have nearly 2,000 women signed up for this event. I would love you to join us. As I said, it's free of charge. Please, nobody write on here, oh, nothing's for free. It is for free. Anybody who's ever done my workshops know when I say it's for free, it's for free. Will I talk about my membership? Yes. Will I offer you an opportunity to join my membership? Yes. Do you have to? No. You can press see ya and leave. There is no need for anybody to be worried about that. So if you want to come, free of charge, you can come. This will be the very best gift you can give yourself in 2022. I'm not saying that as some bullshit BS thing. I'm not. I mean it. Women need to be empowered. It is sad for me to hear things like, you just need to love yourself more. You just need to say no. You just need to be single and be happy. Well, that's great. Except for most of us don't know how to love ourselves. Most of us actually want to be in a relationship with somebody who's loving, caring, kind, and compassionate. Most of us want someone beside us. Most of us want someone to connect to. And if you don't, that's okay. But do me a favor, stop telling the women who do that it's not okay and they should just be happy on their own. If you're happy on your own, be happy on your own. But don't give women a hard time because they want love and connection. Human beings are predisposed to bond and connect. We are tribal beings. We like to be in connection to other. That's how human beings are. And we shouldn't be made to feel bad because we're not satisfied being single. Just saying. All right, I'm about to finish up. So if anybody has any comments or questions before I close up, hit me up now. Please do follow my page. I come on here. I will be coming on here regularly in the next couple of weeks while I'm promoting the workshops. So if you want to come and join me, just hit the link. I'm more than happy to let you come into the group. More than happy for you to share that with people. But please, if you don't sign up, you will not get the free resources. We can't give them out individually because there's a lot of women joining and I can't send out individual emails. So signing up with the link that I've given you is the very best way of getting access to the workshops. Yes, they are free. They go from the 16th to the 30th of January. The 16th to the 23rd is me getting to know you and you getting to know me, because who am I? I might be some bloody bozo person you don't know. But you get to know me in the private Facebook group. From the 24th, we begin the workshop series and the VIP event. I'm giving away some prizes because I know that human behavior, you know, when we encourage people to change with a little bit of something nice, a little bit of a gift, then the likelihood of them making the changes is much higher. So there are some really nice prizes available to people who participate, and I'm looking forward to trying to help you have the relationship that you not only long for, but the one that you deserve. It's really important to me in this time of division globally that we come together and we connect on a united front. Human beings care about each other. when the circumstances provide that, and I provide that in these workshops, and I'd love you to join me. Tracy, how about attachment styles? Do you help us figure out how to choose without fear of rejection? Yes, I do. In fact, everything that I teach is about attachment. I am an attachment-based therapist, so every single thing that I talk about is based on the neurobiology of attachment. Everything. And here's the thing, you can't figure out how to choose without fear of rejection. You have to learn to tolerate and accept rejection. Dating is a high stakes game of rejection on steroids. It is about understanding what that really means instead of the story you make up about the rejection in your mind. So it's not about how to not feel fear when you're being rejected, but how to understand what that truly means and reframe it in your mind. So yeah, hope that will be helpful for you, my darling. Great question, P.S. Silja, I know more now than I did even 2 years ago, but still have lots to improve on. So I'm working on myself now, concentrating on internal rather than external, so I'd be content whatever might come my way. And that's a gorgeous way to look at it. You know what I mean? That is a beautiful way of looking at it. And I think understanding that, you know, when people say, I'm working on myself now, we should never stop working on ourselves. You know, when women say they're in a relationship, so they stop working on themselves, why? We should always be working on ourselves to be the very best version of us that we can ever possibly be, so that when we're in relationship or we're looking to be in relationship, we are the best version of ourselves. I still do all my own personal work. I still journal. I still show up. I still do lots of training on things because I want to be the very best version of me. That's important. If we want a good quality partner, we have to show up being a good quality partner. And that isn't about the way we look or how much money we have or how much we wear or whether we're perfect or Botox or whatever. It's nothing to do with that. It has everything to do with this. What's in here? Who am I? What do I stand for? What's important to me? Do I value myself? Do I feel worthy? Do I feel lovable? Do I feel good enough? And when we can say yes to those questions, then finding a relationship with somebody else becomes a lot easier. All right, my darlings, if you've got any more questions, pop them in nice and quick. Of course, if you would like to join me or invite people to join me, there is the link to come and join me. This is the first time in 2022 I am running this workshop. It is completely free. I am really excited. I'd love to break the record. So the biggest group we ever did was 7,159 people, and I would love to break that record. Wouldn't that be fantastic to have that much impact in the world? So it'd be great if our group this time was higher than 7,159 people, but if not, all the people that show up will be the perfect amount of people to show up for this workshop. I'm looking forward to getting to know you. If you've signed up for the workshop, you will get access to me. You will be able to talk to me and my team. I have quite a big team who are going to come in and assist me because it's a big group of people. So yeah, I think this will be a great way to begin 2022. This isn't about setting New Year's resolutions. This is far more deep and has more lasting change than a New Year's resolution. I am a coach, and my job is to help people do this and do this consistently over the long term. We all know the two-week fad or the 3-week or the 4-week fad of joining a gym and then not going again. My job is to help you be consistent and make sure you keep showing up day after day after day for you. Very important. Tracy, you've joined because you have lots to say and to learn. Well, that's nice. I like that. Learning and saying are all great things because we all learn from each other, right? That's really important. I learn from people. I hope that some of the information I impart is helpful. I know it's based in science and not in bullshit. So I know that the information I share with you is based on the latest neurobiological science. So yeah, I've been 50 in 3 weeks. It's time to make different choices. And I'm 56, gorgeous. Just turned 56. And God, I look hot. Just saying, don't I look gorgeous? I love myself sick. I say that to people and they're like, really? These are my new specs. So normally I wear glasses like this because they're very sensible, and these ones are very lightweight, which is nice. But I bought myself some really naughty red ones just before Christmas, and I'm getting used to them. So I made myself a deal that I would come out in my red specs tonight because I bought them, so I should put them on my face at least. Anyway, let's see what's going on, and then I'm going to head off, my gorgeous ones. Hey, Sarah, you're not on the replay, my love. I'm still live. And Marie, where did you find your other half? I'm genuinely honest, lovable, kind, caring, but can't be Mr. Right. I can't see through like a mirror. I can see their wrong ones, texts and calls. So, Anne-Marie, I met my partner on a dating app. So I have 4 kids, to 2 different dads, and I am with the love of my life now, and I met him on a dating app. P.S. If you are in a same-sex couple, you are absolutely welcome to come to these workshops. I work with women only in these workshops. I do work with men, but not in these workshops. So if you're in a same-sex relationship and you're looking for some help, please come and join us. We have some amazingly beautiful, beautiful women in my membership who are in same-sex relationships. I'm learning a lot from them, and they are just absolutely amazing women, and I really want to support that community as well. So please feel free to join us. You absolutely are welcome with wide open arms. I like your energy. Well, I'm not everybody's cup of tea, Tracy, I must admit. I'm not everybody's flavour, but I'm all right with that. I'm all right with that. All right, my darling ones. Thank you so much for joining me. I'd love to see you in the workshops. Please do sign up if you'd like to. Please share this video with women who you know. Share it on your Facebook pages, your Instagram, wherever, in emails, whatever you want to do. Tag some gorgeous women into this. And I look forward to seeing you all from the 16th of January through to the 31st of January. We're going to have a lot of fun. There's some shenanigans because I do like to have a chuckle and be a bit naughty. So we'll have shenanigans off of the main Facebook page and in a bit of a private group because, you know, sometimes I get in trouble for being a bit too naughty on Facebook. All right, my darlings, thank you so much for your time tonight. My name is Debbie Carberry. I am a university-trained relationship coach and therapist. I'm here to help you have the relationships that you not only long for but deserve. I work with women over 40 years old who have kids, generally speaking, and who want to love themselves, find a loving relationship, and be a really amazing words gone. There you go, it's getting late. And the words are gone for their kids. There's a word in between for their kids, and I can't remember it for the life of me. Role model, there you go. See, 56 and grey head, I forget. And be a really great role model for your kids. You know, our kids are the next generation. The way we engage with them, the way that the parents of our children engage with them, whether we're with them or not, is really important, and it changes the way that they do their love, dating, and relationship in years to come. So, on that note, obviously my brain is getting very tired, purely and simply because I'm mixing it up, but it's getting late here. It's 9:30 in the evening. All right, my darlings, take the very best care of yourselves. I hope to see you in the workshops. And follow the page, because I'll be on more in the coming days. Take care, everybody. See you. Bye.